So, day one of this special competition, and it is a thrill to welcome you on a day of bright, bristling optimism when all things are possible. First day of the competition, always a special day, and a cause for universal optimism.
Do you know what? I think that's true, Peter. I think fans and players alike need to change every so often, and a different feel from the standard routine, and this creates a whole new excitement, and let's get to it.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I like the look of this fella, Tiani Reinders, Peter, the Dutchman being one of the...
Header! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Done delicately. He's cut it out. Verbruggen sends that a long way. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now who's going to be first to this? Gertruida did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Proves too strong. Marlon was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
He's in here! De Jong. And now the breakaway.
It's good movement we're getting from that front line, very flexible.
Yeah, really easy on the eye too, yeah? The referee's awarded a free kick. Been fouled there.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's gone direct. He has found the way through. And that has been cleared. And it's played forward. Gakpo forwards and with intent. Now that's well seen too. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
De Jong. Ping towards the front line. Van der Ven. Gakpo looking to run onto it. Clearly not happy with that. And can he finish it? Cleared without complication. Still goalless at the moment. Now it's Gakpo. Deflected behind for a corner kick. keeper has taken decisive action. And it's Kluivert. Nice control. And here's Gakpo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Van der Ven. And here's Gakpo. Gakpo with the cross. Tries to get it clear. Aim forwards. Is onto it in a flash. Gakpo. He can run onto that. That's the keeper's ball. Moved on forwards. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Kluivert. Well, they could break here. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Oh, super find. And a chance! It's really well cleared. Oh, such a clever touch. Can he deliver? Oh, it's played it. He's having a shot! No, not this time.
The Netherlands, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Kluivert. Marlen. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Marlen. And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reach the halfway point.
Paraguay ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And the action is back on the way.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Marlen. And here's Marlen. Out to the right. And it's Kluivert. Lovely feet. So who's he picking out? And the ball's come loose here. Can he spark a counter here? That's really well manoeuvred. He's found a way through. Van Dijk. Kluivert. Van Dijk shifted upfield. De Jong. Gakpo looking to get on the end of this. He's shifting through the gears here. And the keeper has it. Van der Ven cuts out the pass. Reinders. And here's Depay. Kluivert. Caresses it through. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
A beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Ake. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. He is through here! Van der Ven. And he's there to get it away. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Can he finish? Gets the shot away! He can get that clear. And the break is on. Aim forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. Gakpo. De Jong. Alderete. And he welcomes it in. It's a threat. Real chance! Oh, that was very necessary. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Ake can get it clear. Succumbs to the pressure. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's De Jong.
The Netherlands clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Muscular approach does pay off here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Paraguay making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. That's going to go a long way.
Paraguay really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Into the last 5 minutes. Played into space out wide. And that has been clubbed away. The Netherlands making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
And that's aimed into the middle.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, sweet feet. Robbie. Reinders. Robbie. Plenty to aim at here. And he decides to cross it. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
So to clarify, extra time will follow. Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Ake. Till. Ake. Till. Alderete. Gomez. That's been drilled forward. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Caught offside that time. Reinders. Ake. Van Dijk. Van Dijk forwards and with intent. De Jong. Hato. Thinks one through. Played into space out wide. Clears it away. So what can they make of this? Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Cleared away. We've reached the midway point in extra time. Halfway through extra time and still we are deadlocked. Is it time for a hero to step up and to grab the headlines here? And so the last chance to find a winner. 105 minutes of football and it is still goalless. It is going to come down to one moment. Robbie. And it's played forward. Ake attempts a clearance. And it's hoisted clear. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, easy pickings there. Driven forward. Ake makes the interception. Robbie. Now it's Memphis Depay. He's in plenty of space here. They need to get it in quick. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Somerville looking to run onto it. Defending, still inseparable. We have penalties.
Well, energy levels and stamina were great during extra time and the emphasis was very much on trying to win it.
So it comes down to this, a final rallying cry, and then kicks from the spot. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. Big character, big moment, big save.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving beforehand. Very good save.
Somerville is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up. 2 penalties and neither scored.
He didn't need to cut things so finely.
Utterly decisive, right down the middle.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
The third man in the queue. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Memphis Depay is third in line. And in with absolute accuracy. Paraguay are looking to him to tie things up. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
This then to seal it. And there it is, the decisive kick. Well, this is the beauty and the cruelty of knockout football. It doesn't matter who you are, unlike the movies, you only live once. Your reflections then, Jim?
It's actually difficult, Peter, to determine exactly what went wrong. The teamwork and spirit just didn't seem to be right.
So, day one of this special competition, and it is a thrill to welcome you on a day of bright, bristling optimism when all things are possible. So the teams are ready to go as we all bask just for a moment in that special feel-good factor you tend only to get on days like this.
Do you know, I think that's true, Peter. I think fans and players alike need to change every so often, and a different feel from the standard routine, and this creates a whole new excitement, and let's get to it.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Mbakani moved on forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. De Kalpa, and it's Lukaku. And here's Doku. He's got away. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it. And here's Lukabakio. And that's put paid to a promising move. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Chooses to go back. He's had a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Look, we've all been there. Nothing will make him feel much better at the moment.
Cuts out the pass. That's really well manoeuvred. That has been knocked clear.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's found a way through. Lukabakio's cross. Danger averted for now. Tielemans. De Bruyne. And here's Doku. That has found him in acres of space. Keeper's dealt with that. Proves too strong. De Kepa played into the box. Oh, he's asking too much with that. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Doku. Oh, nice touch.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And it's Castagna. Castagna. Now who's going to be first to this? Shapes to shoot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Aim forwards. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Oh, that's neat. Looking for a decent ball in. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Good ball, good take. Oh, they could be caught out here. And it's played forward.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Lukabakio. De Bruyne. Doku. De Bruyne. Played into space. Lovely bit of skill. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. De Bruyne. Tielemans! There was plenty of power on that. And that'll be the last act of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Belgium worked the aerial route pretty well, even if it is predictable and a bit one-dimensional, so I'd expect less of that and a bit more variation from here.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we're underway again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Tielemans, Lukabakio, and it's lofted through here. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. De Kalpa. Now it's Doku. Doku. De Kuiper. That's a delicate pass. And the finish! They've scored!
Oh, the skipper has made such an important difference to put them in the lead again, but they can't afford to retreat and defend for the rest of this second half. To do that would invite trouble.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picks his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
I think they've gone about their business with the opener very much in mind, and this augurs well now.
And he's on a charge. Showing good feet. A chance to play it in. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, shooting chance! De Bruyne shifted upfield. De Kalpa. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Dinks one through. He's in plenty of space here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
De Bruyne! Oh, it's a beauty! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Oh, that is a bit special. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Belgium can make their change now with a break in play. Belgium are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Belgium have themselves a chance from the spot. Well, the players are pleading, but it's not going to convince him to change his mind now.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Belgium find a position of real strength now.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. He's in a great position here. Now it's Trossard. And that is not finding anyone. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
South Africa clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Castagna moved on forwards. And here's Lukaku, out to the right. So there's going to be another change here.
Substitution for Belgium. Number 14. Number 9.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
8 forwards.
Number 22. Number 17.
This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. Plenty waiting in the middle. Decent chance! Kuiper, who's set up one goal so far. De Kuiper chooses to go cross-field. Tielemans played out towards the right wing. Castagna picks it up now. Cleared away. In once more. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. That is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, what a climb! Relentless! Just relentless! It is no contest, it is a landslide. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
It's become a case of men against boys. Lobbed in behind. It's really well cleared. Caresses it through. Can he finish? No, it's wide. Well read, nice interception. Bumbakani. Oh, it's come loose. And that is that. Job done, professionally done. All eyes forward now. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Listen, it was fairly emphatic. To move on to the next round with as big a winning margin, I think can only benefit their campaign. A springboard win and a very buoyant outlook.
So, day one of this special competition, and it is a thrill to welcome you on a day of bright, bristling optimism when all things are possible. First day of the competition, always a special day and a cause for universal optimism.
Do you know, I think that's true, Peter. I think fans and players alike need to change every so often, and a different feel from the standard routine, and this creates a whole new excitement, and let's get to it.
We have already started here. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, someone I really like the look of, Peter, would be Thomas Partey. I mean, we all know what a great ball winner he is, but I see him as quite a good ball carrier too, and distributor. I think with him, you get all the traits of an all-round midfielder. He gives you the lot.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Throw it. Iñaki Williams stood his ground strongly. Thinks one through.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Kusanov. Played back to the goalkeeper. Aim forwards. Caresses it through, calmly anticipates. He's in a great position here, and here's Iñaki Williams. Header comes in! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Semenyo, gently done. Ooh, delicate chip through. He's having a shot! Kusanov. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Moved on forwards. Danger averted for now. Turns and goes back. Cross goes in there. And that is not finding anyone. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. That's really well manoeuvred. Iñaki Williams with a definite fell there. And it's played forward. Now then, the ball's come loose. That's going to go a long way. Ghana have reclaimed it. Aim forwards. And here's Iñaki Williams. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that's nice. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And he welcomes it in. And they've got rid. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we're underway again. Both sides defensively robust up to now. That's really well manoeuvred. Seydu. Moved on forwards. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Lovely feet. Clears it away. Out for a throw. Semenyo absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Great defending, strong and determined. Shomurodov. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Semenyo. He's shifting through the gears here. Driving on, a real charge here. There are a few waiting for it. Played out to the right. Williams. And he's there to get it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Seydu gently done. Semenyo played out to the left flank. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
And it's played in here. And that has been cleared. Out to the left it goes. Cross in.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
And it's played forward. Semenyo. Semenyo played out towards the right wing. That's very neat. Semenyo. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And they can counter here. Back into the middle. And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution on the field. Number 8. Coming to replace him is number 19.
Seydu can get it clear.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Can he latch on to this? Uzbekistan making another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Ayu. Iñaki. Shot a goal!
Ghana really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now it's Shomorodov. Oh, it's come loose. He can get that clear.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Decent chance!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Too much distance on that. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Nicely intercepted. Moved on forwards.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Looking to break at pace. He is through here. That's really well manoeuvred.
They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
And that's nice and simple for the keeper. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So a brief breather, and then extra time.
Substitution in progress.
90 minutes gone, and nothing between them still. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Kusanov, and he goes cross-field. Now it's Ayu. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And that was very necessary. Now it's Shomorodov. He's in plenty of space here. Time for a change in personnel.
Substitutions taking place.
looks so good. Oh, smashing header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Baba, oh, good-looking ball. Aim forwards. That's really well manoeuvred. Tries a measured ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And it's lofted through here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Can he deliver? Oh, can he find the finish? Moved on forwards. Half-time, extra time. And so penalties loom ever closer. Is there anyone who concedes today in the next 15 minutes? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? 105 minutes of football and it is still goalless. It is going to come down to one moment. So here comes a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Number 26. Coming on the field.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Number 18.
Ghana have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Oh, he's trying it! A real chance and a real let-off. Kusenov. Kusenov. And it's played forward. Oh, can he get onto this? Aim forwards. Now that's well seen too. Kusenov.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Lobbed in behind. It's really well cleared. Over to the left. Real chance! Kusenov moves short. Needs a quality cross. Spread out to the left. Nice control. They need to get it in quick. clearly not happy with that. The final whistle and confirmation, we are headed for penalties.
Yeah, I think both defences will receive the plaudits for respective clean sheets, but the players have run and worked to the point of exhaustion, so nobody will be questioning their appetite to get it won.
Okay, get set, we have penalties. Shomorodov, first in line. And he puts them one up.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Iñaki Williams steps up for his penalty. Big character, big moment, big save. Uzbekistan are putting real pressure on here if they put this away. No! Denied remarkably!
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Ayew is the man who's second in line. Oh, what a save!
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Uzbekistan with the chance to go 2 up. Top corner! And the lead is 2. Ghana can't afford to miss another one.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
Uzbekistan are now able to take a giant step towards where they want to be. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save. You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one. I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
So he walks up to the spot and puts the ball down. Ghana are looking to save match point. It's in! Pick that one out! 3 each. A huge pressure penalty, reserved only for the bravest of men. Terrific penalty, unsavable.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Ghana, so can he do it? Can he keep them alive? Saved! And there's your hero! Job done, professionally done. All eyes forward now. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Look, it's knockout football, and ultimately a win is what counts, and they seem to be able to adapt to whatever's required to make good progress. A team to keep an eye on, I think.
And so, day one. High expectations, high ambitions. Reality will strike some soon enough. But for now, everyone believes. First day of the competition, always a special day, and a cause for universal optimism.
Do you know, I think that's true, Peter. I think fans and players alike need to change every so often, and a different feel from the standard routine, and this creates a whole new excitement, and let's get to it.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Got rid. That has found him in acres of space. And the ball is out of play. That's really well manoeuvred. Schlager. Posch. Lienhardt. Schmidt, Posch. He's through here. Well read, nice interception. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And he cuts out the supply. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It's lofted through here. Now that's well seen too.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Moved on forwards. Now it's Kalajic. Oh, he's been flattened there. And it's played forward. Strong running down that left flank. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Out towards the flank, tries a measured ball. Lienhardt attempts a clearance.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Arnautovic could move up a gear here. Danso. Lienhardt. Lienhardt forwards and with intent. Schmidt. Now it's Kalajic. Kalajic. And he's onside. A chance to play it in. And here's Arnautovic. Tries a shot! Herring off. Oh, they could be caught out here. And backward it goes. Schmidt. Oh, good spread. And now the breakaway. He's going to be disappointed with that. Lienhardt. Danso. Danso shifted upfield. That has been cut short. He's shifting through the gears here. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Schlager. Now it's Kalajic. He's got away. Oh, that is... And Arnautovic! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Aim forwards. Arnautovic. Over to the left. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. It. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Saudi Arabia. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break. And we're underway again.
Saudi Arabia really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Kalajic! And he has kept it out somehow.
Kalajic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's really well cleared. Play for a throw. Lima shoots! Decent enough try.
Kalajic certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Done so. Out to the right. Picks it up out wide. Austria have reclaimed it. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Lima, gently done. Schmidt. And it's Alaba. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. There's the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Kalajic is offering a wry smile there.
for trouble. Schlager. Played out to the right. Crossed into them. Climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Could be danger here. And it's Abdul Hamid. He slings it in. And it's hoisted clear. That is a brilliant interception. Moved on forwards. Lima. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Always onto this. And that has sent him sprawling. Kalajic. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's been slipped through. Ball's gone out of play. Time for a change in personnel. Schlager. Schmidt. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Lienhardt, closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Schmidt. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Austria clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And it's played forward.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And he welcomes it in. Here's bullish header! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, what a climb! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. That has been knocked clear.
Saudi Arabia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Nicely intercepted. Lofted upfield. Almost nothing left on the clock here. Extra time is imminent, unless something dramatic happens now. And it's Abdul Hamid. Lovely bit of skill. Abdul Hamid could try cutting inside here. Abdul Hamid, he's gone backward here. And that has been clubbed away. A couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He is just caressing the ball. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's anyone's ball now. He's been bundled over, that is a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal there.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Shot, surely! And he's following up! Oh, what about that? And surely that has won the day!
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Saudi Arabia. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Job done, professionally done. All eyes forward now. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the result matters more than the performance. This team can grind and keep grinding.